political discussion. Today is 22nd of September, and this would be n- 20. This would be, I believe, early hour in New York, 22nd of September. And today is the kind of 80th session that would begin in United Nations General Assembly that started on 1945 United Nations General Assembly. 80th session of United Nations General Assembly that has to commence from today itself. Okay, and big news that is arriving now, that Indian Prime Minister, he is not going to the United Nations General Assembly. Okay, we will talk more on it. I believe more than 145 countries. If we see United Nation as United Nation, it is a group of nations, United Nation, and it has 195 countries as its member to it, and everyone can participate in the United Nations General Assembly, and to any resolution is being brought into United Nations General Assembly, then every vote matters, every country's vote matters, and everyone carry equal weightage. If anyone is bringing resolution into United Nations General Assembly, United Nations has six branches. Okay, United Nations General Assembly, United Nations Security Council, Secretariat, International Court of Justice, and two more are there. In that, United Nations General Assembly is considered as extremely important, next to the United Nations Security Council, where five members are permanent member and they carry veto power. If anyone is bringing resolution in United Nations Security Council and one of the permanent member it do veto against it, that resolution is cancelled. But that is not the case of United Nations General Assembly. United Nations General Assembly is different than United Nations Security Council. Every 195 member, they carry equal vote, and if anyone is bringing resolution, then vote will be casted by every country and they would carry equal vote. If people remember, 1 week back there was a emergency voting that happened for the United Nations General Assembly, and France as a country, Mr. Emmanuel Macron, honorable president of France, he brought a resolution to get away Palestine country from the Israel, means take out Palestine as from the Israel completely. Gaza Strip and West Gaza Strip and West Bank together, they will become a separate country. They will be carved out of the Israel, and around 143 countries they voted in favor. Around, this is what I remember. More than 140 countries they voted in favor of the resolution. Some 11 or 12 countries they voted against it, and around 13 countries they become absconding. They were not present there. So this is a scenario that happened: Israel, United States, Argentina, Hungary, Tonga, Macau, okay, other country, few other countries, they voted against the resolution, whereas more than 140 countries they voted in favor of the resolution. Anyway, today is the day when United Nations General Assembly 80th session has to begin, and it is considered as extremely important as far as India is concerned. Why it is extremely important, and why it is not important for the globe? Why it is not that important for the globe? Okay, people who are specialists in the United Nations, they are saying that value of United Nations is going down day by day, because United States of America, it is not showing any interest in United Nations now. If people remember, then WHO, World Health Organization, which is not part of United Nations, but Donald Trump has declared that America would get away from the WHO. America pays around 20% of the donation, whatever is the budget of WHO, around $3.4 billion per year. America pays around $700 billion per year in that, around 20% of it. United Nations $5.2 billion per year is the expenditure of United Nations. Then America pays 22% of it, more around $1.3 billion per year. America pays a donation to the United Nations. So WHO, America has already has taken side away from it. And United Nations also, Donald Trump and his ministry has given threatening many times that it will get away from the United Nations. Now people are talking that United Nations General Assembly sessions are not much meaningful nowadays because countries are getting away because everyone has to donate to the United Nations. Then only United Nations would run. Now countries are running away paying to the United Nations, especially United States of America. In that fashion, United Nations may not carry that much importance what it used to be. Okay, but still, United Nations General Assembly session, if we see for the 1 year period, then there are many wars that has happened in 1 year. India-Pakistan war, Thailand-Cambodia war, and then Sudan military uprising that happened in North Sudan. Okay, a starvation of the Palestinian people, Russia-Ukraine war is going on. Many war happened in 1 year. So there is nothing that is seen that United Nations intervened anywhere. Did the interference, and it could control the war. More or less, Donald Trump personally he came into the picture, and then he worked toward it. United Nations was missing everywhere. So people are losing trust on United Nations. This is what is concerned. Anyway, now, Mr. Emmanuel Macron, he will proceed further because that resolution is passed in a emergency voting that Palestine and Israel will be two separate countries. Now, Gaza Strip and West Bank will go to the Palestine. This resolution is passed. Now, Emmanuel Macron and Saudi Arabia, they will work more on this session. This is, I believe, 1 week session has started, or 5 days, 5 days session. I think 1 week session, 80th session, where Emmanuel Macron and Saudi Arabia they will work toward that what will be the future plan as far as Palestine as a separate country is concerned. United Kingdom and other countries they have already given they have already have planned to take out Palestine and Gaza Strip. If people remember Kingdom, United Kingdom was the main country who was the kind of the supporting force behind the Israel, and because of United Kingdom only Israel came out inside Palestine, and then in 1967 Israel-Palestine war, Israel took over complete Palestine because of the support of United Kingdom only, and today same United Kingdom is supporting taking out Palestine from Israel because no one is able to see people starving out there. That is the reason where countries are running away from the Benjamin Netanyahu. Anyway, let's move back to the India's point of view. Mr. Shahbaz Sharif, Prime Minister of Pakistan, and Muhammad Yunus, Deputy Interim Prime Minister of Bangladesh, they are specially invited to the 80th session of United Nations General Assembly by Donald Trump. Now it is expected that these two people they will have one-on-one talk with each other, and these people they will have one-on-one talk with the Donald Trump. Donald Trump deliberately did not invite Indian Prime Minister. This is one of the biggest news around the globe. Very big news in India. First time Indian Prime Minister indirectly he is barred entering into United States. First time it has happened since he has taken oath as Prime Minister of India. Prior to that, when he was Chief Minister, he was once barred entering into the America. Now, he 1 month back, Indian Prime Minister has exposed. Indian Prime Minister had given his interest he had showed his interest visiting America in the 80th session of the United Nations General Assembly. And after that, Donald Trump he published that 50% tariff on India. And then there was a heated war of words that started between India and United States after that. And then Indian Prime Minister could not schedule his visit to the America because after the heated words, now you can visit only when you are invited. If you are saying wrong thing, if you are saying not a pleasant thing about anyone, then how you can enter his country? Not possible. He has to invite you. Rather than inviting Indian Prime Minister into the General Assembly summit, Donald Trump invited its enemy, that is Pakistan Prime Minister. So Pakistan Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif and Mohammad Yunus, he will go out there. Then other countries head or whoever wants to go, it is up to them. They can also visit like China, Russia, North Korea, Iran, Syria. So these kind of country, Israel, head of the state or anyone, whoever they want, they can go and they can participate into United Nations General Assembly, but not Indian Prime Minister. Okay, American President before 1.5 months when he had talked about 50% tariff on India. After that, day by day, he is dropping atom bomb on India only. He kept on dropping atom bomb on India. One atom bomb America dropped in 1945 into Nagasaki and Hiroshima. And after that, that was two atom bombs. But before 1.5 months, America dropped 50% tariff atom bomb on India. And after that, many atom bomb America has already dropped on India in 1.5 month time period. Latest is H1B visa from $1,000 H1B visa fee to 100,000 H1B visa fee, and that has to be given every year. That has to be given every year. 70% of the H1B visa that is released by America every year, 70% of it goes to Indian professional only. This is the latest atomic bomb that America has dropped on the India. Then how Indian Prime Minister would go there anyway? Why Indian Prime Minister need to go to the America? That is a big question that is arising to everyone's mind. Why it is required? When Donald Trump is not inclined to come to India, then why Indian Prime Minister need to run to the America? People should understand that India's goods export to the America used to be $86 billion. $86 billion worth prawn fish, and then carpet, then leather material, then cloth, then petroleum product, then mobiles, assembled mobile, and then gems and jewelry, chemicals. There are so many things. India used to export into the America $86 billion. People that do not know is that India export $385 billion worth software product, which American companies only they have invested in India. And whatever Indian are making software product in India under the umbrella of American companies, that is worth $385 billion. Goods is $86 billion, and services in services sector it is $385 billion. So Indian Prime Minister he must keep rapport with the America. It is required because $385 billion is extremely high amount. Extremely high amount. It will come more or less around 30 lakhs crore rupees. That is very high amount. 30 lakhs crore rupees is very high amount. So Indian Prime Minister must keep on going to the America. That's what he is doing. That's what Manmohan Singh, the former Prime Minister, he was also doing the same. Looking at the services export from India to US, that is $385 billion. Former Prime Minister, he was also visiting America every year, and this Prime Minister he is also doing the same. It is required. Now, when he is blocked entering into America, means when American president is inviting Shawaz Sharif and Muhammad Yunus, means deliberately he does not want Indian Prime Minister to go there. Indian Prime Minister can go there. Shamelessly, he can go there because it is United Nations General Assembly Summit, and every country who are participant to it, here he is head of the state can go there. There's no problem about it. But he will be shameless. Indian Prime Minister will be shameless here if he goes there. More or less, he is blocked. Indian Prime Minister is required to go there. Indian Prime Minister is a person who always tries to be in limelight. Always. If there is any metro inauguration, then Prime Minister will go there. If there is a road inauguration, Prime Minister will go there. If there is a railway station inauguration, then Prime Minister will go there. If there is a aerodrome inauguration, okay, then Prime Minister would go there. Whatever is happening in India, anything, people they do not know who is railway minister. People do not know who is this minister, who is that minister. Any inauguration, Prime Minister goes there. So it was extremely important for the Prime Minister of India to go in United Nations General Assembly. It doesn't matter that United Nations, the fame of United Nations as a United Nations as an organization, it is going low day by day. That is not important for Indian Prime Minister. Main thing is the showcase that he will be in news everywhere, social media to television or newspaper. That Indian Prime Minister is there and he is addressing the United Nations. That is a very big news and that is required, because if you do like that, keep on doing like that, be in the newspaper, then foreign companies investment in India, it will grow only. Thinking that Indian Prime Minister is a very big thing. This is a big blow to the Indian Prime Minister. Very big blow. Anyway, this is something that is coming as support to Indian people. If people remember, 1.5 months back, two incidents had happened. One was 50% tariff on India. 50% tariff on India. Three incidents. I would say three incidents. One was from Indian Prime Minister side. News got floated that he would visit United Nations General Assembly. First news surfaced. Second news surfaced that there will be 50% tariff on India. Second news surfaced. Third news surfaced that vocal for the local. Indian Prime Minister, rather than bending in front of America, he started for the vocal for the local. Means Indian people, please go vocal for the local and don't purchase any American products. This is what has happened. Okay, after vocal for the local, to boost vocal for the local, if someone is saying something, he should boost his point. That how it point keeps weightage. To boost his point, he declared that rearrangement of GST rate. Okay, more or less he closed 28% GST rate. All 28% materials, they came in 18% GST. And whatever were in 12% or 18%, they came to 5% GST. 5%, 8%, 12%, 18%, 28%, all GST slab got closed down and only 5% and 18% remained practically. Okay, this is what was announced by Indian Prime Minister when Donald Trump announced 50% tariff on India. But but Indian Prime Minister was very vigilant. He announced that he would go to the United Nations General Assembly. The concept was, if Indian Prime Minister is going to United Nations General Assembly, then there is no point of this GST adjustment, because after all money will come. Okay, after all he will be famous. The concept was he should his fame, the fame of Indian Prime Minister should be beyond one level that is required to be in the fame, to be in a constant fame. He declared GST 2.0. Considering if he goes to the United Nations General Assembly, then it won't be required. Okay, what was required that he would go to the United General Assembly? The requirement was Indian people. They would start doing mass protest against the 50% tariff on India. But Indian people kept quiet. If Indian people kept quiet, it did not work out. The game plan of GST 2.0, Indian Prime Minister is declaring GST 2.0 1.5 month back. And today is 22nd of the September. And from today, GST 2.0 has come into the effect. Can someone believe it? That whatever you are declaring, it will come in and it is to benefit of the people. It will come into effect after 1.5 months. If petrol rate is being hiked, then it will come into the effect only next day only. If Donald Trump has made new rule in the H1B visa, it came into effect only in one day. When you are declaring something, then will it come into effect after 1.5 months? Has anyone heard about? But it happened. Indian Prime Minister, he talked about GST 2.0 1.5 months back only. But the effective date came from today, that is 22nd of the August, 22nd of the September. And today, from today only, United Nations General Assembly session has begun. Which both are coinciding. If he was going there, then this would not have happened. But anyway, people of India, they should get the credit of it. Even in the pain time, they kept quiet. If they had shouted, then result would have been different. And it is something like whatever Donald Trump is doing, they were supporting them only. Okay, they kept quiet. And when they kept quiet, everything went smoothly. Now today is the GST, new GST rate has floated. Anyway, equity market is falling since Friday only. Today also it fell. Or anyway, what we can do here, whatever it is. Anyway, it is a whatever it is. When Indian Prime Minister is not going to the United Nations General Assembly, and when GST 2.0 has come into effect today, when prices of the majority of items has gone down by at least 10%, then it is the effort of Indian people. In the bad time also, they kept quiet and they went towards the boycotting of the US product. Not today, they will see happy times. Happy times in the sense, no need to go for the American product and buy Indian product at less price.